Okay, so moving along here with the earth signs, the next earth sign we're doing now is Virgo. Let's see what spirit has for you, Virgo, in the month of August. Messenger, spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Change. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Maybe the message Spirit's bringing to you is going to require some change. We are in Leo season right now, so perhaps this change will be heartfelt for you and you'll have the courage to do so with grace. You'll be able to have the courage to do so with grace. You will glide across the waters of my soul. Bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Virgo already represents beauty and grace. You already know how to tap into that. That comes very natural for you. Oh, all right, Spirit. All right, Spirit. What do we have else for our Virgos? Clarity. Take a moment to think about your situation to figure it out. So definitely have that clarity before the changes can fully be occurred here. That's where you have to have leave that room for grace while you're gathering clarity on what you need to change. Maze. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. And this maze card, not this same one, but in another deck here, keeps popping up for the other signs. And it's funny, the word itself is maze. And, you know, I see the other card. I'm not even going to dig through these decks to show you, but if you want to check out Taurus or Sagittarius's readings, you'll see the maze card in their reading. There's like a big fire here, and then there's this big maze in this tree that you're going to have to go through, and you're able to find a way to put out this fire before going into the maze with this change here. The other card has a bunch of fires within the maze, and I explain that within those other readings. If you want to check that out, you might find it relative, perhaps. Admiration. It's time to think about everything you appreciate in your partner. Perhaps those changes is a change of perspective towards your partner. Maybe it's a change of perspective towards life itself with these messages that come through, and it brings clarity. What else, Spirit? Intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes highs and lows. So maybe the month of August, Virgo, you're experiencing highs and lows with your partner. But remember to keep that sense of grace. Maybe your partner's going through a hard time right now. Maybe you are. Maybe you have to give yourself and each other some grace. What else, Spirit, for Virgos for the month of August? Invisible barrier, breaking down invisible barriers and welcoming new horizons. Breaking down invisible barriers and welcoming new horizons. Maybe what needs to change is that invisible barrier. The change is breaking down invisible barriers and welcoming new horizons. Maybe you're not seeing a solution to an issue currently because there's some barriers, but clarity will soon come and you'll be able to find a solution. Uncharted adventures. The adventure of the unknown is always full of surprises and challenges. Yeah, you might feel like you don't really know because this barrier is kind of invisible, but it'll become known. And we got the clarity card here. But with that said, there's adventures and other unknown aspects to this. And it feels intense because Virgo likes to have things just, neat and organized, and life is not always neat and organized. Life brings intensity and it brings uncharted adventures within this maze. All right, Spirit, what else we got here for Virgos? We got health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And then we got friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Maybe you're spending time with friends in the month of August, and it's a good balance of sense of health. Making sure you're surrounded by healthy friendships and healthy dynamics within your friendships. You'll have a breakthrough and insight. Intuition brings breakthrough insights. Act on them. Yeah, this card's coming up a lot for the signs. I think it might be more of a collective message for everybody. Everybody's going to have a breakthrough, a new insight, if they're paying attention to their intuition here. What else, Spirit, for the month of August? Tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. That is another card that keeps coming up in the messages here too. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think who had that. I think that was Taurus had that card. Had both of these cards, and I think think Aries also had this one card right here. So yeah, there's these little pieces that everybody's kind of feeling relative between within the collective. So you're not alone in having a sense of insight and breakthroughs and tapping into your intuition and receiving messages. Messenger messages cards keep popping up in other readings too. So yeah, everybody's intuition is increasing, I feel. All right, let's move on to the dice here for you, Virgos, for the month of August. Spirit, what do you have for them for the astrology? All right, we got Neptune and Taurus in the seventh house. So there could be some illusions around material things within your partnerships. Partnerships is ruled by the seventh house, and Taurus rules material items. And then we got Neptune, which can bring illusions and fog around things. It can also bring a sense of spiritual awareness. It can be spiritually hidden, but it can also represent just spirituality. Maybe with the intuition tapping in, maybe some of your messages that you will receive will help you towards your tangible goals and things that you want for yourself and your partner for the month of August. I hope this message helped you, Virgo, and you resonate. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I'll be bringing more messages to you soon. Thank you and have a good one.